The Collaborative Human Performance Center, now on the Rice campus, is the next iteration of a lab that we've had within the Department of Orthopedics for many years. This space is a place where we can do really unique research, where we're looking at either recovering from injury or injury prevention.
The center will provide a really unique opportunity to advance within the field of human performance analysis and biomechanics analysis. The fact that we can do it all in one space, and the fact that we can adapt the center to utilize our space and to apply the technology to so many different applications. It's a really great opportunity to take the clinical expertise and the research expertise that we have and collaborate with people in pretty much any department.
We're very good at Houston Methodist at taking care of medical patients and understanding medical research, but leveraging our partnership with Rice, where we get computer science, engineering, kinesiology, allows us to broaden the scope of the things that we can study. And we have ongoing lines of studies that have affected the world of sports medicine and joint replacement. One particular line of research is with blood flow restriction.
We've actually done a lot of research with blood flow restriction therapy. We have several publications, and we've had the opportunity to use a lot of different technologies in research and developing the different protocols. And the really unique thing about that research is we've been able to see the direct transition of that technology and the outcomes of our research into clinical practice.
How does partially restricting blood flow and oxygen delivery to a muscle while it's contracting mimic high-intensity exercise? Stimulus was thought to really be taking place down the limb where you're actually occluding blood flow. So we did a study where we literally had adults come in for 8 weeks, just general population, and do rotator cuff training twice a week with us under upper extremity blood flow restriction. We had a group that did it with, and we had a group that did it without. We showed that the group that was doing this with blood flow restriction gained more muscle mass and more strength and endurance in their rotator cuff and shoulder. And so what we find is that you can exercise under conditions of partial blood flow restriction to an extremity at very low loads, very low workloads, and get a somewhat similar effect as if somebody was operating at high intensity, high workloads. The advantage for that, for say a patient who's just had surgery and can't load a limb very well yet, it allows us to provide a stimulus that might help them prevent atrophy and loss of function and accelerate return to function.
Based on the success of our validating the use of blood flow restriction training in high-performing athletes, that has now become standard of care in our physical therapy centers throughout the system so that we can get them a better result in a shorter amount of time.